What do medieval knights and pirates of the past and present have in common? Members of these two professions often wanted the exact same thing: to capture a very wealthy person who could pay a ransom. During the medieval period in Europe, capturing a wealthy enemy was arguably the #1 reason why most of the knights joined a military campaign, went to battle, etc. Of course, those knights, including the kings, who were already immensely rich, did not care as much about the ransom. However, for the rest of the nobility, it was very important, and it is not difficult to understand why. In most of the cases, the majority of the knights in the European army during this time period were not rich enough to not worry about the money, or actually quite poor. After all, during this time period, even kings were often, or even most of the time, in huge debt to foreign and domestic creditors, especially during the time of war. Thus, for some poor fella, a real chance to capture a medieval version of Bill Gates, Donald Trump, or Elon Musk even, would immediately provide him, his children, his children's children with great wealth. One could literally become rich with one lucky strike of a sword, or a spear, whatever. Even an entire kingdom could feel the positive and negative financial impact of such luck. After John II of France, for example, was captured by the English on September 19, 1356, his ransom was negotiated to be about 2 times more than the annual income of a French crown. That's a lot of gold. It is not surprising that in common practice it was much more profitable to capture a wealthy enemy instead of just killing them in battle. But of course, in some instances, the knights had to abandon this practice and killed their enemies instead. During the Battle of Crécy, for example, in 1346, in order to conserve the strength of the army and preserve the discipline, Edward III of England strictly forbade his men to take prisoners before the battle was finished. And I am sure that many of his people were not happy about it.